Welcome back to Rainy Day Let's Play. I'm Solon, and this is the 11th episode of Bioshock Infinite. We are on the path to go kick Slade's butt. Slate, not Slade. That's the bad guy in Teen Titans and other DC stuff. Slate, as in The Rock. Oh wow, so they're like actively patrolling for Slate. That would explain why he's hiding like this and not actively looking for his death. Because they are hunting him, and if he doesn't die a soldier's death, then that's everything that's hopeless.
Just give us the vigor. We don't need to do this. Here you go, boys. A soldier's death awaits.
So this is all about honor and identity in a very interesting and cool way. Makes for, you know, a pretty decent boss fight. And we get this cool like machine gun, old style Gatling gun, except that it's portable, so it's like a hand cannon. It's kind of weird, but super charming. All of the guns in this game are either things of the time, or in some kind of souped up way, or more than likely they are experiments. A lot of this game takes directly from the World Fair of before 1920. And so that's where you get the floating city, and that's where you get a lot of these kind of huge, bigger than life ideas, which is a very cool aesthetic to take from. Oh, so we have... There must have been a fireman around there or something. Okay, so now it is down to... Is that it? Oh, there's another wave coming. Okay. So it's going to be a couple waves of this, I believe, and then we can move on. Oh! And robots. Another one of those huge robots. If I can get behind them, then I'll be able to do extra damage, but it worked really well when we had that turret assisting us. But I don't have any way to distract him, so it might not work so well. I am out of ammo with this gun. I think they can run too. That's spooky. So this game's done a lot to remind me. I don't think there's a lot of work out there that has really analyzed the idea of secession in a mainstream way. We haven't actually gotten any kind of Civil War-esque narratives that weren't purely historical in a long time. So that's probably one of the coolest parts about Bioshock Infinite and its story, is that this is a narrative that we just don't see a lot in pop culture in any way. And so it's amazing that we get to explore this in this way. I don't know if a lot of people are familiar, but I live in Seattle, and there are actually two different popular, well, not popular, but radically popular secessionist movements from the U.S. that are mostly theoretical. They're not like an actively practiced thing, except for some people it is. But there's what Columbia is named after, the Columbian secessionist movement, which is Eastern Washington, Idaho, and a couple other states that we wouldn't mind losing. But very much around the same reasons as this, where not only do they want to get away from government restrictions, but they also want rights to treat people in very specific ways.
Doomed as noble Custer was at Little Bighorn, but we shall not yield to Comstock and his tin soldiers.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we've heard this like 5 times.
Booker DeWitt is coming here to the
Woo! Racist propaganda! The imagery of that poster is amazing.
knee for all the grisly trophies he claimed. A man such as he might just grant us the peace we seek.
So there's the Colombian secessionist movement, and then there's also the Cascadia secessionist movement, which is pretty similar, where trying to get away from, at least my understanding is it's getting away from the really strict and bulky government of the US and become a more streamlined, self-regulating country. And that one is West Coast. That is Washington, Western Washington State, Oregon State, and British Columbia in Canada is I think the main areas of that, which is like, that would be, for a lot of people living in Seattle, that's like a dream team of culture and art and society. It would still be very bulky and hard to manage, but it's always an interesting thought experiment, and for strictly, and just because, especially because of how nationalist America is as a country, it's fun to not have to identify as, oh my god.
Eat everything that's on your plate. Finish it.
Okay, the turn of phrase is jarring, but I have a choice.
They haven't changed you, Booker.
Hopefully I can make the honorable choice.
Shock jockey. Oh, this better be worth it, Slade.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
To shoot a bolt of electricity. Fold and release to create a shocking trap.
Although we didn't get a fight Slade, did we? Did we fight Slade?
I suppose it was mercy. Comstock's men would have taken him.
Hey, if you want to justify it that way, that's cool too. I was just kind of trying to take the honorable route.
Faster than you can imagine.
Put the poor guy out of his misery. If I don't, he'd have to, like, suffer. Okay, so I think we just have to walk on out of here now. Although, now that we've kind of been in here for, like, almost an hour, I don't really remember where the exit is. Oh, apparently not this way, because we don't want to actually leave Elizabeth behind. But I don't know if I've actually been up this way, so could be useful to check anyway. Oh, God, she's apparently right behind me. Good Jeebus. Oh, a little bit of damage. That all goes straight to the shield. It's actually really helpful that I upgraded that, because all of the damage I've taken doesn't have to be permanent damage. Which, if I had upgraded health, it would have, you know, given me a lot of health, but that could be something that's slowly chipped away over time, so it's kind of a give and take in a really cool way. Okay, yep, nope, this is all just the wrong way. That means that I must have missed a door up in Slate's room. Or I just went out the wrong door. I thought I could exit out the gift shop, so I just kind of went that way. You know what? I saw something earlier and I didn't comment on it, but I guess now's not a bad time to do that. There was, Elizabeth was just, like, super helpful in a way that I did not quite comprehend, but in a way that's also very different from a lot of games. And that is that sometimes she holds the light for you. Which is like, oh, wow, that's really, really helpful in a lot of places. Uh-oh. Probably don't want to run out ahead. Oh, wow. They were standing in water, so they just got zapped.
Those vigors seem very powerful. I'll do what I can to keep you stocked in salts.
Thanks.
So I was able to hit both of them with just one blast because they were standing in water, which is very unfortunate. I really liked it. We're walking right by it right now, but the statue, the crying statue, is just really cool. Oh. It would have been cool to get all three of them at once, but that's not going to happen. Oh, birdies. I am so sorry. Although not as debilitating as the levitation stuff, the bucking bronco. But still pretty pretty good. Pretty paralyzing.
Sometimes you have to do what's necessary to survive.
And it also doesn't take as much of the salt's power.
Booker,
Look, you seem like a decent enough sort. That said, unless you know about me.
Oh, Booker. Trying to be such a manly man. Oh, not that one. I think they mean this one. Okay, perfect. Give me some of that dust. Okay, so we can finally leave the Hall of Heroes and get back to what we were originally doing, what, like 4 episodes ago? So now we are going to restore power and hopefully get the heck out of here. To Paris, maybe.